at is exponential growth and exponential decay. So exponential growth, what do we know about exponential growth? Which point does it go through? Huh? Yes, write this. So it goes through this point right here, right? And what's on the what? Boys, are you talking to him? Okay, put your eyes up here so I don't think you are, because I'm hearing somebody talk and I'm trying to talk. It's making me crabby. All right, so we go through the 0, 1, and where's the asymptote? It's at y equals 0. Now, with exponential growth, which way does the graph go? It goes to the right, correct. So it goes this way. So when we did this, we found the b, and we found that by going over and counting, and it was a whole number, right? So this was like y equals 2 to the x. And then we did exponential decay. And it still goes through this point, but it goes this way. And we still have the asymptote. And this one, how did we know? What did we put for the b? B. 1 over the number, right? So it's a fraction. So we have 1/2 to the x. Okay? So the reason I'm doing this is because what I want you to look at is this. The graph goes up on which side? Up on the right. The graph goes up on which side? Up on left. Make sure you have that written down so you can go back to that when we're doing today's problems, okay? Okay, so when you look at the problems for today, this is my exponential growth, and it's up on the right. And here is my asymptote. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to reflect it. And if I reflect something over the x-axis, we take this and it just turns upside down, right? So if this goes up on the right, it's going to go down on the right. I would, because you're going to, because when we put them all together, you're going to start, yes. So again, this is up on the right, so it's positive, but this one is down on the right, so it's negative. So it's reflected. Okay? So now, this one is an exponential decay. This is up on the left. If I reflect it over the x-axis, it's going to be down on the left. And this is negative, right? That means it's flipped over the x-axis. So the same thing here. Up on the left, down on the left. So positive, the negative. Y'all seeing the difference here? Okay? So this is going to work just like everything we've done, okay? So the first thing we did on the others, draw in the asymptote. So draw the asymptote in. So my asymptote is at, that makes my k -2. So the next thing I'm going to ask you, is this up on the left or down on the left? Down. So is this a growth or a decay? It's a decay, so that means that my A is -1, and that's what flips it upside down. My B, I'm going to find the point 1 away, which is right here, and now I'm going to count still. 1, 2, 3. So it's a decay, so it's not 3, it's 1/3. And my H should be on the y-axis, but it's not. So it's -4. So when I write my whole function, I'm going to have y equals negative 1/3 x plus 4 minus 2. So this time, it's down on which side, right? So this is a growth. So draw in your asymptote. So it makes my asymptote 3. So here's 1 away, right here. So it shifted 2 this way. My A is negative 1 because it's upside down. And now I need my B. So if I go over and count, 1, 2, 3, you get 4? 4? Okay. I think mine shows a little space still at 3. Okay. So I'm going to do y equals negative 4 x minus 2 plus 3. Okay, you guys tried 3 and 4. How many of you got the first one? Give me a thumbs up if it was a yes. Awesome. So, do most of you understand? Did you miss? No. But it's always what it's going to. It has to be, in this case, it has to be 1 or negative 1. The negative makes it flip upside down. But did I do a 7 on any of them? No. What? Where was the other examples I did? Because if it's, well, that was in the notes that we started with. So if you didn't write that down, who else had a question? You had a question. What? So the H said this point is supposed to be on the y-axis. So wherever this point is, I just count. Okay? All right. I'm going to come back. I want to see the notes that I put at the beginning of this class. I'm going to take a look at those, and then I'll explain to you. Okay, so this one, the asymptote is at 3. Did you guys get 4? I would take 4 or 5 because this one is really bad. It's hard to see. I wouldn't count either, but I can see where you think it's 5, and I can see where it's 4 too. So 4 or 5. I would take 4 or 5. And the H would be negative 4. Is it a decay? It's on the right, so that's growth. Left is decay, right is growth. That's why I wrote those down at the beginning, y'all.